Hello students, in this video we are talking about intelligent behavior for simulations. So, uh, how to simulate intelligent behavior of and particular entities. Uh, First of all, we have to uh, discuss about something. What is simulation system? Then any system, any simulation system, there will be an entities, that is a platform or forces that are not under the control of human participant, either because of necessary personnel or not available or any would be too costly. These entities must mimic the behavior of real world entities. मतलब जो that particular entity is very uh, complicated human behavior. With these particular entities, we are trying to create a mimic the behavior of real world entities that they represent in order to achieve some level of believability in the simulations. Craft, Crafting realistic, intelligent behavior for simulated entities, tribal tasks, tribal tasks. However, and there are a variety of techniques that can be employed while diverse array of agent architectures and there are two common approaches: uh, cognitive architecture and the last semester you have to study about the automated theory, theory of state related that particular subject. And cognitive architecture are different. But here we are trying to combine both concepts, cognitive architectures and states machines. You have to learn about automated theory. There are different types of uh, states, and you have to different types of inputs. And you have to pass a particular input in a particular state, and based on the particular input, you have you go to another state. You go to another state. So and the output will become. In this video, we provide an introduction to creating intelligent behavior for simulated entities and an overview of the most common approaches will be given, and the advantage and disadvantage of each will be discussed. For example of actual implementation behavior will be used to illustrate important concepts. This tutorial will also present the general process for authoring behavior, including typical steps and common pitfalls. Students of this video will come up away with overview of various options of labels uh, for the adding intelligent behavior to simulated entities. It will we provide them with information they need to choose the appropriate approaches for their own applications along with guidelines on good authoring practices. And, what will be the learning objective of this particular uh, lecture, video lectures? So objective is what gain given uh, gain awareness of range of available techniques for developing intelligence simulated entities. You have to awareness about the available techniques for developing intelligent simulated entities and understand advantage and disadvantage of each approaches here we given different types of approaches. Mainly, the two approaches will be common. Uh, First of all, cognitive architecture, and second is state of machines. And how understand how to implement simple behavior using several common approaches. And the last one, learn a general approach, uh, general process for authoring intelligent behaviors. So, what are the backgrounds? A large number of agent architecture have been developed to represent human behavior in simulated entities, specifically for entities situated within military simulations. Uh, Given that comprehensive review of all of existing architecture is beyond the scope of this particular tutorials, but this tutorial will be instead concrete on two commonly used methodologies and behavior modeling, cognitive architecture and state of machines. You have already know about cognitive architectures and state of machines. We will discuss in detail. There, these two different paradigms tends to represent the extreme viewpoint for a variety of modeling dimensions, as will be discussed. So, cognitive architecture is a broad theory of human cognitions based on the wide selection of humans' experimental data and implemented as running computer simulation program. It provides a slightly different definition of cognitive architecture is really two things at once. First, it is fixed set of mechanism and structure that process content to produce a behavior. At the same time, however, it is a theory or point of view about what cognition behavior have in common. Both of these definitions, what is both of these definitions are based on well-defined psychological theory of cognition, such as modern human processor model of human processes, theory behind cognition. Cognitive architectures describe that various processes involved in cognitions, how these processes are related to and communicate with one another, so, and type of information that process these process will be work. So So, look here. So, so we are sharing document. Here, the cognitive architecture is a broad theory of human cognition based on wide selection of human experimental data and implemented as running computer simulation program. And they provide slightly different definitions. Second definitions. What is this? A cognitive architecture is really two things at once. First, it is fixed set of mechanism and structures that process content to produce behavior at, at the same time, however, it is theory or point of view about what cognitive behavior have in common. Both of these definitions are different based on sorry, both of these definitions are based on well-defined psychological theory of cognitions such as model human processing. The theory behind cognitive architecture describes the various processes involved in cognition, how these processes are related to mm, and communicate with one another, and the types of information that these processes work with. For the this for this tutorial, two different cognitive architecture will be examined, each based on slightly different theory. That is A. Eck or Anderson et al. Uh, both these architecture are extensively validated, commonly used, and freely distributed. So, first, first, finally, the finite state machines you already know is the machines related to automatic theories. Finite state machines start in the simple form of construct and computational theory, defined as a set of states S, set of state S input vocabulary. About formal languages. Formal languages is also a part of automatic theory, that is theory of computations. Subject I vocabulary I is the input characters and transition function TSI. Uh, Transition function you have given production rules. The transaction function will be vary according to the production speed. So TSI T is look here. What is TSI? We have to talk about finite state machines. So here is a construct from computational theory. You already know about automatic theory. Defined as a set of states. There will be states. There are different types of state, but set of state, not infinite state. Is a State of state means limited states. Okay, and input vocabulary, i.e., and transition function, that is called TSI. In this particular transition function, we have to provide to input what number of set of states, state and input value mapping. The state that and input to another state. The machine designated a single initial state designed as a start state and zero or more accepting states. When we talk about finite automata states machines, then we have uh, we have some states, finite states, and but why we call the finite state? Number of state are fixed. Number of state are fixed. That is called finite state. So finite number of states and inputs. Input of there are certain input and transition functions are given. And there will be initial state, how to start a machine, and more than one final state. It will be one final state, and it may be more than one final state. Both cases are happens, possibilities. Okay. So when we pass a particular state and input characters, then we go to a particular state, another state with an particular output. Okay. So the machine designed a single initial state designated the start state. Okay, this all happen, and zero or more accepting state. After the finite state, machines process all the ending state identification and accepting the dictated when machines accepting the input or not. So all the concepts are based on the finite automata theory. If the string is accepted, accepted means you have to start from initial state and pass character input, yeah, any other type of input that is based on the particular language. So what types of sentences will be generated by the formal languages or grammars? Okay, so start from initial state and go to next, provide input and state, go to next state and output will be produced. So another input and pass to the state, then repeating these process until unless all the strings, all the inputs are finished, and you have to meet final state. If you meet the final state, then the particular strings are accepted by the particular machine. Or if the final state is not met, if the final state is not met, then the language is not accepted by a particular finite state of machines. This is the theory behind automatic theory and finite state of machine. When we try to simulate some entities, so we we also this this machine is very useful. So less abstracting. We are going to another. So less abstractly and finite state machine is choice, non-linear description of how an object can change its state over time, possibly in response to event in its environment, its practical use, apart from theoretical definitions in 4 page. First, because it's needed you to think of each state as representing some desired behavior. Each state has corresponding code, so that as a object state change, its behavior change accordingly. Second, the monolithic transition function T reside across the state. Each state can be said to known the conditions under which it should transition to different state. Third, and the third step, the notions of an accepting state is irrelevant. In this state accepting state are generally interpreted as the end of the execution of the finite state machines. From here, another finite state machines get involved by the game to handle further input for the input can continue indefinitely until the finite state machine is no longer needed to gain the finite states machines are fairly common method for representing behavior for wide variety of domains because of its there exists a relatively large number of finite state machine package uh, because uh, because we have expertise in areas these particular areas we select system for use in this tutorials. It is example symbolic is an example. Symbolic system is developed was developed in 2003. This is provided for it is the example of mature finite state machines tools designed specifically for the modeling intelligent behavior. So, symbolic system for use the tutorial. It is developed by Holstein, James, and Vespana in 2003. So, it is a real example of finite state machines developed the modeling intelligent behavior. So, what about finite states machines? Taken overview of parallel first method because in this video we are discussing only two approaches how to simulate uh, human behavior or any particular entities in intelligent behavior in a particular machines. So finite state machines is the one of the methods that can be used to simulate uh, uh, behavior of particular entities. So, next, what are the Methodologies for authoring intelligent behaviors. General methodologies. What are the general methodologies? Why we need? While this video concentrate on two particular types of modeling, there are a number of underlying similarities that apply to most modeling effort. The first is what is often referred to cognition artifact task trained. The capability of the model arises from interaction of these three distinct components. Cognition is the ability, cognition, cognition is the ability and constraint supplied by the agent architecture. Artifact is what a model interact with. Artifacts, what is artifact? Artifact is a model which is interact with. In this tutorial, the artifact is generally assumed to be simulation of some sort task is specific knowledge needed to complete the task, such as controlling a boat in a first-person shooter. This knowledge is written in the language of the architecture and brought appear at runtime, simulating behavior for our entities. A model is an interactive system that combine all three the all all three the these elements are built in a model. In general, steps are involved. What are the general steps are involved? Point number one: identify public. To identify, build a simulator. What type of simulator to be built? First of all, you have to identify this. Second, integrate the agent architecture with simulator. Right? There are different types of simulator available. Agent modeling, in case of Java, charting, Java agent development environment is IDE. In this particular IDE, we can develop agent. In the we can program, we can write a code for a particular agent. Java language. Third, so write the knowledge task, the task of knowledge language of architecture. Write the task knowledge in language of the architecture. Fourth, run architectures to generate agent behavior and compare with desired result. What are the results to be needed and what are the results produced by the coded agent? What are the behavior of the agent? What are we desired and what are the agent will provide the output. If there are same, then the thing will be okay. Just we are talking about agent. Then we discuss about what is agent. Agent is nothing. Agent is a simple program, software program. We can develop agent in any type of language, which is support object oriented knowledge. C++, Java, Visual C++, C++, and Python also. Python has also provided facility to develop a particular function. So these are the 5 steps. What? First up, identify, build a simulator. What we need to develop. First of all, what are the requirements? What are the different type of requirements we can simulate? Then we can requirement analysis process. What type of simulator to be needed? What type of machine to be developed? And the second step, integrate the same architecture with the simulator. Between these 2 points, we can draw the architecture of the agent. Architecture of the agent, and the agent is almost the agent architecture are same. 90% are the same. Agent architecture, first of all, you have to agent has perceived some signal sequence of signal in the environment and process it and passes to the signal of actuator. So there are 2 or 3 things. First of agent, software agent. Second is intelligent, environment and sensor. And then actuator. Actuator is responsible for acting the task, executing the task. Then what will be the function of agent? Agent perceive the sequence of signal in the environment through sensors. There are different types of sensors. Computer vision, we have to cameras, voice signal, video signals, voice signal, video signal. There are different types of signals, and there are different types of simulators to be available. So, as per our need, we choose environment and sensor. Sensor sends the data from the environment and passes to the agent. Agent will be process the data and uh, pass passes to the actuator. Actuator is the responsible for executing the particular task. We have to another lectures particular focus on agent. So next video we will discuss detail about the software agent. There are 5 steps. Another related similarity in this difficulty of gathering and verifying the class knowledge. It is important to consider that acquiring Modified task knowledge, required knowledge, engineering, and model programming is skill to specify the task, specify the task environment, and create a set of instructions for a particular agent architecture that complete the task for instances. And one of the interesting findings that Tech AI, yes, so developed by Jones in 1999 was roughly 70 to 90% of the model development time was spent in communications process over the moving information and from the subject matter expert and programmer like that. There are different types of people involved in develop the software. This includes more time spent pilot model. This basically this particular model is developed for the military personnel. So this model is more time spent pilot model was created for pilot model verification number of different types. In both cases, the subject matter expert uh, the knowledge of what models should look like should be the development project. Development aid to create motivator. This program has served on a number of research projects including modifications and verifications. Obviously, there are not rules of the process. Automatically comparing the expired model. So, on the here, we will discuss about general methodology for artificial intelligence. And in this video, we will learn about the how to simulate specific behavior gain awareness of the range of available techniques and developing intelligent simulated entities and understand advantage and disadvantage of each approaches will be discussed in next video. Continue. Understand how to implement simple behavior using several common approaches. But here we will discuss only uh, two techniques. First of all, Faraday states are machines, and second is coordinate one. Learn and learn about the general process of the intelligent behaviors. So, uh, we will talk about finite state machines, finite state machine. I've already discussed this particular techniques, how to develop, how to create finite state of machines, and how it is used to simulating the behavior of mathematical equations. There are different states and different types of input. part characteristics are accepted by the machines. And from the not particular strings are accepted by the strings. It depends on the state of the machines. So we have left and second method we will discuss in next video, cognitive artifacts, cognitive architecture, and general methodology for cognitive architecture with simulated